Yeah,
Boys, I want to do a little bit of this or that, right?
Let's do it.
So let me ask you, would you rather have this or that? Would you rather have
Here we go.
DJ Moore have a 1,200-yard season, a 10-touchdown season, or would you rather have Jaylon Johnson with a 6-interception season that has a house call and 3 forced fumbles?
That is meaty. We starting with me?
No, let's start with you. Mr. Meaty himself.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know the old saying that defense wins championships? I'm going to go with my boy JJ. 6 interceptions, 1 to the house. You're setting up for a successful season. I think DJ can have a lesser yardage total, but if you have DJ going for 6, that's part of a really dominant defense. I think the rest of the defense is going to eat off of that. That's saying
you're probably
something.
getting, and I think
something.
that's why I like doing this, right? Because with the DJ situation, you're assuming Caleb was having a great season.
Yep.
With the Jaylon situation, you're assuming the defensive line is forcing a lot of difficult situations for a quarterback to be in versus a very good schedule.
Yeah.
And Jaylon Johnson is taking advantage of that. P-Kid, what you got?
So you're basically giving me the option of saying, hey, give DJ the second best season of his career yard-wise, the best season of his career touchdown-wise. Yeah, because we've never had a high-powered offense. I'm not going to say never, but we really haven't had it.
We've had a high-powered offense.
We've had a high-powered offense. But considering what's at stake this season, if we're basing it off of going into this season, I want the 10 touchdowns. I want the 1,200 yards. Because that means Caleb is slinging that peel. Mm-hmm. That means he's having a good season. Mm-hmm. That means DJ's happy. He's having a good season. 10 touchdowns means we scoring touchdowns, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
We are scoring
touchdowns. That means at the very least, Caleb has 10 touchdowns.
I'm not mad at
All right, hopefully.
Well, if Caleb has less than 10 touchdowns, wow, what a letdown.
I'm just saying, what a letdown.
What a hole.
So because I am confident in us building the defense, I'm going to be very consistent. I'm all about this offense and Caleb having a good season. If DJ's having a good season, that means Caleb having a good season. I'm going with DJ.
Yeah.
Drew, what you got?
I'm going to take the offense because it's been many moons of Bears seasons.
Many moons.
Many moons of Bears seasons where we have not had an offense that was able to carry us to victory if the defense was laxed. It's many of year we had Mike Brown taking it to the house. You have pick sixes. You had Tommy
the Mike
Harris
Brown taking
sacks.
it to the house was a Super Bowl season.
I know, that's what I say. So we have many years of the defense winning. I want the offense to win. So I'm going to take DJ with a great offense over a good Pro Bowl, all-pro caliber season from Jaylon Johnson.
Super producer Joe Ho, what you got, boy?
You know, from the outset looking at that, I was thinking I wanted DJ Moore, but I think that I'd rather have Jaylon because that gives me the balance of the defense doing its thing. Mm-hmm. I think DJ Moore probably ends up a little bit over 1,000 yards regardless, and because there's too many offensive weapons, you know, I think 1,210 is actually just really the par for a course of a receiver.
Not at all. 10 touchdowns is crazy.
10 touchdowns is crazy, bro.
No,
he's never had 10 touchdowns in his
9.
career.
I'm saying, but like
10 touchdowns.
10 is pretty.
10 touchdowns. You one of the best quarterbacks.
It's very good.
It's
very
good.
good.
A great year.
Yeah,
that's a good. It's a
his most is 8.
Yeah.
When I'm saying 8 to 10, but if Jaylon has a house call 6 interceptions, that means the D line is cooking. That means
here's what I'll say. We know Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now, right?
When he had 1,500 yards last year, didn't he?
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe Jamar Chase.
Right.
Maybe.
Never had 10 touchdowns.
There's an argument,
top-
but
he's had it
JJ
twice.
is
You
up
can say
there.
he's top two.
He's had it twice.
You can say he's top
Top 2.
So the best wide receiver in the NFL, or top 2, as Drew said, has had it twice. 10 is crazy.
10 is crazy.
10 is a great season.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I picked Jaylon Johnson. So
Hey,
You rather have the J. You know what is crazy
Rather
is
have the defense.
You have to give yours.
I would agree with Joel on this. I believe there's more of a chance that we win an NFL championship if Jaylon Johnson is a 6-interception guy with a house call 3 forced fumbles
There you go.
than if DJ Moore is a 1,200-yard, 10-touchdown guy.
3 forced fumbles.
The reason why I say this is if you're looking at the history of great wide receivers, how many great wide receivers, the best wide receiver in the league, have we seen lose more times than not?
Well, actually, none of the best wide receivers
Have won
really
a
have
Super
ever won
Bowl.
a Super Bowl. T.O., Randy
T.O.
Moss. When the receiver is the focal point, Jamar Chase, when the receiver is the focal point of your offense, it doesn't give you the balance. You need a running game, the defense, all that. So that's why, I mean, it's nice during the regular season. But tell you the truth.
Wait a minute. What's the name had a good season? They
I was going to say Jerry Rice,
Well,
the
Jerry
greatest
Rice
wide
is the
receiver
GOAT.
of all time.
Jerry Rice is the
Jerry
GOAT.
Rice
He
had
got
plenty
several.
good-
Yeah, he's got multiple wide
Caveat.
But I was giving
since the modern,
but he's
2000.
that's
I was giving
anecdotal though, because that's one guy.
Tyreek had a great year when KC won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Tyreek is arguably in that top 10.
So I want to say you got
Top 5 maybe.
Wait,
You gotta
time out.
have a-
That's
you gotta
still
have a top
anecdotal though.
10.
You're talking about 2 wide receivers in the history of the NFL.
Ooh, what
And this
no,
is
before
since
that,
2000.
You got St. Louis with the greatest show on turf.
I mean,
You
where
had
did-
3
where
wide
did-
receivers.
Isaac
does-
Bruce
now
and
where
Torrey
does-
Holt.
Isaac
Yeah.
Bruce,
That
Torrey
was-
Holt,
but they
Aziz
were-
Michael
Hakeem,
Irving rank on
Aziz
that?
Hakeem.
Well, that's a good
Michael
point.
Irving
I'm
got
talking
3
about the
points.
number
Yeah.
one. They
Irvin's not
had
a
Marshall
top 5
Falk.
receiver.
That
That's a good
was a balanced offense, though.
Michael
When I
Irvin's
say
not a
when the
top 5.
receiver
That's
is the
debatable.
focal point of your offense, Tyreek still had. There's still Travis Kelce with Tyreek. There was still a
Is it
running
really?
game and a defense.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm saying when Randy Moss
I have
was
to
the
look at
guy,
the stats, but I know it.
Terrell Owens was. I mean, they had Brian Westbrook back in the day, and I'm saying since 2000. I know Jerry Rice won, but I'm just saying.
Is Michael Irvin a top 5 receiver? At least to this point.
Technically, yes, but technically no.
I would
Because
throw Michael Irvin in top.
I would
Top 10.
Top 10.
I
Top
throw
15.
Michael Irvin top 10.
Top 10. Top
So
10.
this is
top
what
5.
NFL.
Okay.
This is what NFL.com has as the top 10 wide receivers. Jerry Rice number 1, no question.
No question.
Don Houston in there.
Interesting.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss is 3.
Randy
Yeah,
Moss, number
Randy.
Lance Randy Moss number 1.
Number one.
You
I love
tweaking.
Randy. I love Randy.
Randy over Jerry.
My favorite player. of all.
Never.
can't-
Hey,
you can't-
Come on,
Jerry
now.
got
Let's-
7,000 yards.
Let's not be
Yeah.
crazy. Let's not get crazy.
You sound nuts.
Let's not get crazy,
I
Joe.
love Randy Moss.
Come on.
I love Randy Moss.
understand the love.
You
but
can love
I
him.
love Lamp.
Come on.
Hey, Jerry
I
played
love Lamp.
20,000 yards.
What are you,
don't he?
14?
I love
Jerry
that
Rice
camera.
didn't retire. 'cause
He
he-
I love that
You know
camera.
what? You know what I love? Jerry Rice didn't retire because he got
I love the
bad at
microphone.
football. Jerry Rice retired because he was just
tired.
sick of it.
He was just tired of football.
He said, "I'm done with this."
Yeah,
I love Cup.
I'm too good.
You love Cooper Kupp? Is that what you said?
That's a
All
postseason
right.
guy.
All right.
No,
that was a
the
good
cup
one.
is talking for him. Randy's
So,
number 2.
so,
Randy's 2.
and this may be a
It's my
while over.
list.
They said Randy Moss 3,
Yeah.
Lance Allworth 4,
All right, that's
he
a
was
reach.
good too.
All right.
He was good.
Steve Largent 5,
Ooh, that's old school.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
All
good
right.
too.
He's taking it back.
T.O. 6,
T.O.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
That's a good name.
T.O. was
No,
powerful.
that's a good name. That's a
Larry
good name.
Fitzgerald 7,
Right.
That's-
Yep.
yeah, that's-
Mr.
that's-
Consistent. Very consistent.
Lumbo.
Very consistent. He was
Larry
a big
Fitz out
problem.
here.
Since he
Yes.
came into the league. he was a
Yes.
Larry Fitz is nuts. Let me see. Hold
That's
on.
Mr. Consistency for me.
Then hold on. Let me do this. We got an ad read on the Calvin Johnson 8.
I was just about to say Detroit
Ooh,
Lions.
Megatron.
Yeah,
Megatron was crazy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
crazy.
let's go.
There was only one person in the league that could slow down Megatron.
He
It
was always
Peanut
open.
Tillman.
Peanut.
But even still, he's
Number
still,
9, Marvin Harrison.
problem.
I can see that.
Marvin, good route runner. Great.
Number
route runner.
10, Raymond Berry.
Don't know him.
I
Right.
would,
No, I have to say that's.
No,
I've never heard that name before.
I think I would take a few people over that guy.
I would probably. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a couple of people on this list I probably would look past. This list was done by Elliot Harris. It don't even have a date on this, so this is probably an older list. But top 10 wide receivers, those are all names you could have in there.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're saying a crazy name out of any of them.
The point is that
Yeah.
you can. I'm not saying having a great receiver is an issue. It's when you make them the focal point, and if you shut the receiver down, that's all you have.
Well, that's
So
what
you
I
need
was
a balanced
to this point,
To an
right?
extent, that's true.
Marvin Harrison or Calvin Johnson does not have a ring. T.O. does not have a ring.
Randy Moss does.
Randy Moss does not have a ring.
Calvin don't have a ring.
No, Calvin ain't got no ring.
Steve Largent.
I don't think he has one. He played for the Seahawks, right?
Wait,
No,
Randy
Largent,
doesn't have
no,
one?
Largent think has a ring.
Not with the-
Well, who?
no, not with the
Seattle?
Patriots. You're right.
No, because he had another stop. What was his
Steve
second
Largent
stop?
was on the Seahawks.
Of the top
1976 to 1989.
Of the
Is there a
top
ring
th-
in there?
of the top 10 that you named,
On
I
the
think only
Seahawks?
2 have Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Is there a Super Bowl year in there?
I don't think so. I can't
No,
tell.
but I thought he had a second stop. I thought he got a Super Bowl. His
He's
second
a
stop.
Pro Bowler and all that
No,
stuff.
there was no.
He's
second
only on
stop.
Seattle. They haven't
He
won.
was only on
when did
Seattle.
Seattle won a Super Bowl? They
Yeah,
haven't won a Super Bowl.
Well, they did.
They did win a
When?
Super Bowl.
PK.
With Russ.
No. I'm saying when this is '89. We talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
89.
yeah. I
They
don't
didn't win in
believe.
the
I don't
80s.
believe Largent.
No, he
has
doesn't
it.
have a ring. No. There's a number of them that don't have rings. They're great players, but the ones Marvin Harrison has a ring.
Steve
Took a while.
Largent was inducted into the Ring of Honor
Hello. There it is.
In 1978. Shout out to him.
There you go.
So the point is that balanced offense. If I'd rather that,
I would rather
DJ
have
Moore,
Jaylon than DJ.
I'm fine if DJ Moore has 1,100 yards and he's 8 touchdowns or even 9. But the fact is that we have a lot of weapons to spread the game out.
But
the defense,
that's his average though.
I know, but I got a point to kind of refute that, because that season that if he potentially have would not rank high enough on the per season greatest wide receiver year. It would be just a really good year, which means our offense is playing to perfection under Ben Johnson. Because if DJ has 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns, what is your other 2 wide receivers and tight end having? That means the offense is clicking, which means they're not loading the box, which means the running back is doing well too, which means you have an all-around offense. Because if DJ is just doing DJ, he's not having that year because they're going to double-team DJ. So that means the offense is running.
It's
I'm
balanced.
going to go on the limb and say 10 touchdowns for a Bears wide receiver is one of the best seasons.
That's a Marty Booker year. I think Marty
That's a
Booker
very
was
good season.
Marty
Yeah.
Booker had
Booker was
10.
last year PRT.
Brandon
Marty was nice.
Marshall, Brandon Marshall broke
Was it
10.
Marcus Robinson? No, he didn't. No,
Brandon Marshall
Marcus Robinson
touchdowns
had
in a
it.
Bears jersey was...
Marty Booker does not have 9.
Marty Booker don't have a 10?
All he
I thought
has
he
is
had
8. His 01 is 8.
Brandon Marshall
02,
has
6.
a 12 and an 11 touchdown season.
I know
There
Marcus
is no
Robinson
10.
had
Our
1,400
receivers
yards
are,
one
and
season.
historically are.
And
by the way-
I think Alshon Jeffrey got a 10
And
touchdown
by the way,
season.
I don't know
let's
about
not
that neither.
let's not
Yeah.
miss this. The receiver you just named, his quarterback was Jay Cutler, who was also
You're right.
has 3 of the top 5
same year.
seasons of a quarterback in Bears
2014,
history.
Alshon has 10.
Yeah.
But our
If
defense
If you
is
look at
trash.
the top 5
But our
seasons
defense
of
is trash.
a QB for the Bears, Jay Cutler's on that list 3 times.
But our
I mean,
defense
that-
is trash, though.
Yeah, Jay
That's what
Cutler
I'm
is
talking
our
about.
best quarterback.
That's
probably.
the point.
So that's what
you
you-
can sit there and throw the ball you want to if you don't have a balanced game, especially when at the end of the season, because you need to run. You guys are tired towards the end. You got to grind it out. So it just makes more sense to have a balanced team. If the defense is clicking, that means that, if that means DJ is such a focal point, we have too many weapons for that to be the case. We don't know what Colson Loveland's going to look like.
I didn't say that.
We don't know what Rome.
I just said
we don't
DJ
know
had
Rome.
1,200
Looking
yards.
forward to seeing what that looks
I
like.
picked Jalen.
We watched B.
I think
Marsh
they'll be
have
special.
a 1,000-yard season. We watched Alshon have a 1,000-yard season. We watched Matt Forte have a 1,000-yard plus rushing season and 400 yards, 500 yards receiving. So I'm not going to say one way or the other. I just
didn't
threw the
win.
would
We
you
didn't
rather
win.
out there. Let's keep it.